Hit to short. Simmons is there. On to first, and the price is right here, 2 away. Shane Victorino gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. First pitch on its way. Takes this the other way to right, and he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Shin-Soo Choo is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
Right fielder, Shin-Soo Choo.
Liner towards second, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. Andrelton Simmons digs in, ready for his first plate appearance.
Andrelton Simmons.
On the ground up the middle. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away. Carl Crawford will get a second crack at it here. He flied out to lead off the ball game.
Not really a good at-bat there. Forget getting out, but he didn't see any pitches as well.
Third inning, no score to this point. Swing and a little tapper, but that one rolls foul. Hamels comes set. 0-2 pitch on its way. Hit out towards second. To his left, Rodriguez. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. Coming to the plate now, Chris Owings. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can.
And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Avisail Garcia digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Left fielder, Avisail Garcia.
That's yanked into the stands, strike 1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fastball got him looking as that had 2-seam action on it. 1 gone. Set to get his evening at the plate started as Asdrubal Cabrera, and it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Line toward the alley in left center. Crawford will give it a look, but this drops in for a base hit. Sean Rodriguez takes his first shot here with the runner at first now and 1 away.
Sean Rodriguez.
And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Drilled down the line. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Chop foul over towards the dugout. The 0-2 delivery. Chopped weakly to the left. Reined in. And indeed, no look at second. He'll go straight to first and take the sure out. Starling Marte will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first.
Not the result you want, and especially swinging at the first pitch. Got to make the pitcher work.
Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. Chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike one. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hit down the third baseline. But a foul ball, 1-2 now. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Ready on 1-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. The second baseman, Robinson Cano, is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
Hamels peers in. First pitch on its way. Lifted the other way to left center. Garcia giving chase. And that's the first out of the inning. So one gone for Adrian Gonzalez.
First baseman Adrian Gonzalez.
First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Now a check swing here, but the home plate umpire says he went around, and no argument, and it's 1-1. Now the pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Marte moves over. He's got it, and there are two down now. Zach Cozart is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Into the windup and the pitch. Chop foul at the plate, strike one. Ball one. Just one hit apiece for both of these clubs. And a good pitch, but he gets quite a lot of it. And in fact, he got more than a lot of it. He got all of it. It's a home run.
Now batting, left fielder, Franklin.
A solo shot here to left, and the Royals are on the board first. It's 1-0. Over toward the line now is Victorino, but he's going to run out of room. It's a foul ball. And that one cut a little too much. A ball and a strike. One and two now as that one's fouled off. One run, two hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Doesn't offer at the circle change there, and it goes full 3-2. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Yunel Escobar is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Out in front of it, strike one. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Gutierrez has it in his tracks. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. So one away now, and that'll bring in the two-time Major League home run champ Jose Bautista. Into the seats, 0-1.
You know, when I see Jose Bautista at the plate with that high leg kick and plate coverage, I kind of feel sorry for the pitcher. I mean, this guy's the man up there.
Ground ball right into the shift. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home fourth. Carlos Santana stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. First delivery to him on the way. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Swing and a ball hit on the ground. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Stephen Vogt heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Kansas City, catcher.
Hamels into the windup. Here comes the first pitch. First pitch is a breaking ball taken down and away for ball 1. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Chopped foul right at home plate. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Marte is under it. He's got it 1 away. Shin-Soo Choo will dig in. He singled his first time around. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Swing and a miss, and he needs a little discipline here. 0-2.
Boy, he is putting on a clinic out there right now. These guys don't know what to look for.
And he'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now. Andrelton Simmons stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The windup and the 0-1. This is line to left, and that is in there for a 2-out base knock. So we're runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning, and it's back to the top of the order now. Here's Carl Crawford. Here's the first pitch to him. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. And this is in the air down the left field line and into foul territory. Garcia is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. C.J. Cron comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit. And he comes up empty there on a pitch in the dirt and falls behind now 1-2. And the pitch. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. Now Price misses here on 2-2, and he runs it full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Looking to avoid his first walk. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Ready now with the payoff pitch. A swinging bunt to the mound. And taken in out there for the first out. Leadoff man retired, and here's the right fielder, Shane Victorino.
Shane Victorino.
Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1.
Well, he's thrown a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters he's faced, so that's a pretty good percentage because we're into the middle innings right now.
In there at the knees, 0-2 now. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Tried to get him to chase the cutter there, a ball and 2 strikes. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. Ground ball left side. Throw on to first takes care of Victorino for out number 2. At the plate, Avisail Garcia. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Skied into very shallow right. Under it now is Chu, and he will put it away to end the inning. Chris Owings will stand in here as he'll get things started for the Royals in their half of the 6th.
Third baseman, Chris Owings.
And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. But this will land out there just foul. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Marte's after it. 1 out. Leadoff man gone now for Robinson Cano.
Second baseman, Robinson Cano.
Here comes the first pitch. Lifted the other way out to left center. Marte over to his right, and he makes the catch for the second out. Now at the plate, Adrian Gonzalez. He flew out in his last at-bat. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Marte calls for it, And the inning is over. Leading off the inning as Dribble Cabrera, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Line toward the gap in left center, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. Sean Rodriguez stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Price pauses. Here's the first pitch. Curveball is nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense...
And gone! A dramatic home run that gives them their first lead of the game.
Center fielder number 6, Starling Marte.
So it's a 2-run shot to right center, and the Angels move ahead here. It's 2-1. Hit on the ground toward the left. Simmons with the backhand, and they won't have a play as he reaches it first. Let's see how this is scored. Yunel Escobar comes to the plate here, and we'll see how they play it with that leadoff man on base.
Yeah, and in this situation, you've got to move that runner to second any way you can. So we're going to see how they decide to play it right here.
Now the 0-1. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Nobody out, runner on first. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Again, he sends it out of play. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
A pitch out, the throw, and a good decision to pitch out that time as he is toast at second base. To third, Owings is there. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Jose Bautista will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far.
Yeah, just sort of rolling over on it, guys. See if you can make a small adjustment and get through one here.
Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Changeup stays outside, and he's behind 2-0.
Yeah, and he's got to be careful not to give up yet another home run here in this inning. So you can see they're approaching with caution here.
This is hit high and deep out to left. Gutierrez going back on it. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Back here at Angels Stadium of Anaheim. The Angels are out on top in this one as we get caught up on our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Leading off the inning, Zach Cozart, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line drive to left. And that's going to be a base hit. So the possible tying run is aboard here to start the 7th. So a big moment here, and standing in, Franklin Gutierrez. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
Yeah, but you got to make sure that he doesn't try to do too much here. Just keep that line moving. Do something productive and give the next guy a chance as well.
Ready with the 1-0. That's wide, 2-0. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. Too high, and it's 3-0.
He knows the drill out there. You got to make him swing the bat. Cannot be giving up walks at this stage of the game because those could be fatal.
And he missed with it. Ball 4. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second. So striding in, Stephen Vogt, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Some stirring now in that Angel bullpen, as it'll be both the lefty and a righty that start to get loose. Trying to hold the lead. Now a bunt attempt here, but this is foul for the first strike. Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base, nobody out. Sacrifice situation here, and the manager wisely brings his third baseman in to try and cut down the lead runner if it comes his way. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. Looped out toward third, but gloved by the third baseman for the out. Shin-Soo Choo will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. And this is fouled back and out of play. 1 out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Trying to strike him out for the second time. And he won't go after the cut fastball. 2-2.
Oh, he wanted that one. Probably should have got it, too.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule. Andrelton Simmons gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7.
And we'll see here if he can come through. It can be discouraging to see opportunities like this late in a ball game go untapped.
1-0. A changeup floats outside here for ball 1.
Ball 2.
2-0 now.
2 balls,
Big spot.
no strike.
2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. High and away, not close. 3-0. The alarm bells are ringing now.
They're getting louder and louder, too.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
3-1.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Fastball in there. 3-2. Next pitch from Hamels tonight will be number 73 for him in the ball game. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Count is full. Here's the pitch. Popped high in the air. Bautista has a play. And that ends the inning.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the traditional 7th inning stretch.
Carlos Santana stands in, trying to change his evil ways here. Hitless in the ball game so far.
Oh, I see what you did there, Matty. That's nice. No way you just came up with that on your own.
Price sets his sights. Here it is on 1-0. Now a swing and a ball lofted down the right field line and fairly deep. Choo is back, and he reaches up to put it away for a long out number 1. C.J. Cron will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball one. Grounder down the line at third. Throw on to Gonzalez, and that's out number 2. Shane Victorino will step in. He's lined out and grounded out in 2 trips.
He seems to be seeing the ball okay, though, making some decent contact so far.
Hit on the ground to third. Fielded by Owings. Throw will go to Adrian at first, and with it, the side is retired. Carl Crawford comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by 1. So getting this leadoff guy on would be huge for them.
And a high strike there, 0-1. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success he is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Hit hard towards center, and that'll be a base hit. So very quickly here, the potential tying run is aboard to start the 8th. Chris Owings will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Joe Smith will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far.
Joe Smith.
And with Adrian Gonzalez just around the corner, we'll see a lefty getting loose in the bullpen now. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1. Quick check on that tying run at first. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Tap fouled at home plate. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. So a runner at first now with 1 away, and set to stand in the fine second baseman Robinson Cano.
Your attention, please.
So with a lefty waiting, they'll go to a lefty of their own out of the bullpen here. Quick check on that tying run at first. And a dive, but he's back. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And couldn't lay off the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
And he's always so tough on left-handed hitters. That slider is just so difficult to pick up.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Baseball fans see Robinson Cano, and they think of his time with the Yankees and the Mariners, but some forget how great he was during the World Baseball Classic in 2013. He hit .469 for the undefeated Dominican team on his way to the tournament MVP award.
And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and stepping in now, the slugging first baseman Adrian Gonzalez. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. That nibbled the corner there, but missed 2-1. And a 2-1 slider is looked at for a called strike 2. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Runner goes for second. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Avisail Garcia will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 thus far.
Avisail Garcia.
Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. And he misses with it. 1-1. Grounded to short. And a good throw gets him one gone. As Drupal Cabrera steps in, he scored after reaching on a single his last time up. Very weakly on the ground. Foul ball, however, strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And now a swing and a miss by Cabrera as he falls behind, no balls and 2 strikes. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Rounding first is Cabrera on his way to second now. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night. Sean Rodriguez takes his turn now, looking to add some insurance to their lead in the form of that run standing out at second base. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. Starling Marte gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Oh, a mistake with location there as that changeup is drilled to left field. And that'll be one he'll regret as that ball is well out of here, a home run.
Now batting, third baseman, Yunel Escobar.
So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, and it's suddenly a 5-1 ball game. Yunel Escobar comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Price gets his sign. Here's the 1-0. And he will recover in time to get it over to first. Nicely done there as they record the 2nd out.
First baseman, number 19.
Jose Bautista will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far. Grounded down the 3rd baseline. Throw on to the first baseman. Gonzalez will take care of him, and the inning is over. Zach Kozar gets another shot, and if you remember, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. Francisco Rodriguez is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Number 57, Francisco.
Bernard Span is going to pinch hit here to lead off the 9th.
Number 2, Bernard Span.
Swing and a liner, but foul. And now here's the ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first out. Franklin Gutierrez will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it one pitch at a time, one runner at a time.
And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit. Stephen Vogt stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. He's set, and the pitch. Now started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike one. Little dribbler back at him. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out. Shin-Soo Choo makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. And he misses again, 2-0. 2 out here and a runner at second. And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. And the pitch on 2-1. Taken, called, strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Kansas City. Good night. A handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys, but what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly, that big home run, which really led his guys to this victory.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious Angels. 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 1 man on base. For Kansas City, 1 run on 6 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. The winning pitcher is Cole Hamels. His record is now 1-1. The loss goes to David Price. He falls to 1-1.
Saturday Night Baseball now from Southern California at Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Tonight, it's the home opener for this new season between the Atlanta Braves and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Which of these two will prevail? Next on the show. D. Gordon heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Second baseman, number 10.
And the first pitch of the night here is taken for ball one, and we're underway in Anaheim. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike one. Carrasco pauses. Here's the 1-1. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball two. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Started to chase that time, but then he wisely holds off for ball three. Hard hit ball to second. Valbuena fields it cleanly. Throw on to first in time, one away. Into the box now, Billy Burns. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Billy Burns.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
That first pitch is going to be key all night long. If he gets ahead early with the fastball, that's when he can get tough to figure out, especially with the arsenal that he has.
Bases are empty, one man out. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out. David Peralta gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a liner. But this will be foul. Top of the first just underway here at Angel Stadium. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. One and one. Here it is. Hit hard up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. Yoenis Cespedes set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
Oh, might not have been where he was hoping to put that pitch, but he somehow gets a swing on it anyway. Strike one. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Starling Marte comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Halos, center fielder, Starling
And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. On the ground to third. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Striding into the box as Dribble Cabrera, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
He has really struggled against right-handed pitching so far this year. His average against righties is pretty ugly so far.
Cut fastball taken for strike one. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. 1-2, here it comes. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Now Cabrera swings and misses on a good pitch that time as he's rung up for out number 2. Jose Bautista gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
It doesn't look like the nerves are getting to him so far. He looks pretty good out there.
And he misses with it. 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. And this pitch misses. It's 2-1 now to the Angel right fielder. And a good pitch there as he got him to go after one in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Francisco Lindor will lead things off here as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second. First pitch of the at-bat. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
Curveball close, but it's 1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Swing and a little blooper to center. Here comes Marte. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Salvador Perez. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Here's a ball skied in the air near the line, back behind first. And 2 quick outs here in the second. Yasiel Puig into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1. No score here as we play inning number 2. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Victorino looking up, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back.
Batting 8.
A solo home run off the bat of Yasiel Puig. As the Braves get on the board first, it's 1-0. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Swing and a miss. Looked like the slider there. A ball and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And here's a ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. And no, he lost track of it and it falls. The 1-2 pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Jay Bruce strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
Right fielder, Jay Bruce.
Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Swung on and missed on a pitch at the thumbs, a ball and a strike.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
Swing and a miss on the splitter, and it's 1-2. And Bruce can't connect there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the inning. Digging in now, Brandon Moss, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Splitter here, and it's taken for strike 1.
Oh, and he's got a great splitter. You're talking 88 miles an hour. You think you can hit it, but it just disappears on you.
And he falls behind 0-2. Walker's ready. Here's the 0-2. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Carlos Santana stands in, looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here, with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. And that's through for a hit. Luis Valbuena set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Luis Valbuena.
He's set. Here it comes. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. This is foul for the first strike. A runner on first with 2 away. And he takes this one high, 1-1. And this ball runs away for ball 2, 2-1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Right on the corner, 2-2. That misses, and it's going to set up a big pitch now, 3-2.
And even though that runs the count full, you'll at least get the benefit of giving that runner at first a head start here.
Inside as he nearly got him, and it's ball 4. Shane Victorino gets a shot now with deuces all around. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. 2 down, runners at first and second. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Jonathan Scope steps in here to start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow.
Yeah, and you know he's the number 9 hitter, but you've got to go to the plate right now thinking like a leadoff guy. Just find a way to get on base and then give those 1, 2, 3 guys a chance to drive you in or do something.
From the stretch, Now a fastball to start the third. That misses. It's ball one. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now 2-0. Three and 0 now.
And this is just a guy that's going to be happy to take a walk, so I'm a little bit surprised that they haven't challenged him a little bit more from the mound.
Well, they let him swing away 3-0, but he can't catch up to the slider. 3-1. And the count will be full. Hot shot on the ground to short. That gets through, and he'll start the inning off with a base hit. D. Gordon will get a second shot now. He grounded out to start the ball game.
Yeah, but he hit it hard, though. He put a really nice swing on it, and we'll see if he can do that same thing right here.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he takes ball one. Nobody out, runner on first. That evens it up 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Runners off for second. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Pulled toward right center field. Marte is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Billy Burns is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and he went down in flames, too. Got him on just 3 pitches.
Behind on that one. Now behind in the count, 0-1. That's on the inside corner to put him behind here. 0-2. Slapped hard the opposite way. In there, a base hit. Stepping in, David Peralta. He reached on a single in his first try.
David Peralta.
Lifted the other way to left center. After it is Marte. And he makes the catch for the second out. Yoenis Cespedes stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0.
A couple of tight pitches here to start this at bat. You can't really say you're getting squeezed, but he's not really getting any help either.
Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. On the move is Bruce. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Leading off the inning, Yunel Escobar, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Third baseman, Yunel Escobar.
Walker peers in. First pitch on its way. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Hard liner toward short. A quick out number one. Starling Marte will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first.
Not really a good at-bat there. Forget getting out, but he didn't see any pitches as well.
And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate.
Nope.
And that one cut a little too much. A ball and a strike. One out, nobody on. Tap foul at home plate. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And now he'll step off as they look for a strikeout pitch. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You've got to make these guys earn it.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Got him. Stepping in and ready for another shot as Drupal Cabrera. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
And this is his power side from the left side. He's got quite a bit more pop in that bat hitting left-handed.
Starts things with a splitter outside for ball 1. Beaten into the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Francisco Lindor is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
You know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact and he can run.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Well, he's thrown a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters he's faced, so that's a pretty good percentage because we're into the middle innings right now.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. And that's lifted the other way out to left. And this is taken in out there by Victorino for out number 1.
The catcher, number 13.
Settling in now, Salvador Perez. He flew out in his last at-bat. Smoked on the ground left side. On to first, and there were 2 down. Now to the plate, Yasiel Puig. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here.
I can't imagine they're going to give him anything to hit this time around.
Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Oh, and he's finding his groove out there now. It's 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
This is line to left. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. Digging in, Mark Canha. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Chopped weakly to the left. Oh, and Cabrera bobbles it. Jonathan Scope stands in, trying to make it 3 straight 2-out hits. He's got a runner in scoring position at second.
And you know how good hitting can prove contagious in an inning. Let's see if he can keep it rolling.
High in the air out towards shallow right. Bruce over to his left. And the inning is over. Leading off the inning, Jose Bautista. And they'll need him to get something going here.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely...
Hang on, this is hit deep into right center. This looks to have enough, and it does. A home run. A solo home run that time off the bat of Jose Bautista. As the Angels are back even now at 1 run apiece. Into the seats, 0-1. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error for the Angels so far. And Bruce can't come up with that one as he swings through it for strike 2.
And on 0-2, I'd be shocked to see another fastball in the strike zone.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. And another foul ball. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1. Brandon Moss comes to the plate looking to put the ball in play. He went down on strikes last time.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
Nope, that's foul.
1 out, nobody on. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. Now in the box, Carlos Santana. He singled his last time up.
And everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
Walker gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. This is pulled into right, and that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night. Digging in, Luis Valbuena. He drew a walk his first time up.
Luis Valbuena.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2. And a cut fastball here that he started off a bit too far inside. It nearly got him. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. D. Gordon will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Here it comes, 0-2. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. And this is lined right back up the middle. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. Billy Burns will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. Some stirring now in that Angel bullpen, as it'll be both a lefty and a righty that start to get loose. This one's flared toward left center. Marte sprinting after it. One down. David Peralta will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
You know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it.
Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
I think he was trying to get that slider in on his hands, but I don't think he meant for it to get in that far. I think he just released it a little too late.
Throw over to the bag, and a dive, but he's back.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. Not close. It's 2-0.
2 tough sliders there back-to-back, and he couldn't get him to bite on either. Now he might have to change tack here, down 2-0.
Well, obviously not biting on the first 2, so they'll go ahead and give him the freebie here. Yoenis Cespedes will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
Pretty cool right there. You know, it's so important in a tough spot to get that first pitch strike over, and he's able to jump ahead.
Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Hit hard on the ground to second. Oh, look at Balbuena from a knee. He gets him. What a play. And he'll make it back to third safely and be content just to advance the 90 feet. Francisco Lindor will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting the line drive right back up the middle.
Hot shot towards the hole. And there's a base hit as that gets through into left. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. It's now a 2-1 ball game. Salvador Perez digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
A line drive over the head of Cabrera and on into left center for a base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's now 3-1. Yasiel Puig steps into the box, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home in the inning so far.
Well, this could be a huge inning or maybe the end of the inning. This is a pivotal at-bat in one of the turning points of this ball game right here.
Runners at second and third with 2 gone. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Well, this 5th inning has just been one problem after another. He's really having his struggles out there.
And this one gets away. That could be a run. But no, he'll hold it third. Looking to minimize the damage here, and they won't come into Puig as he'll lay off and take the walk. Mark Canha steps into the box here in one of the bigger spots in the ballgame so far. Bases juiced now with 2 away.
Yeah, and this is one of those make-or-break moments in a ballgame, Matt. You don't want to let an opportunity like this in the middle innings get away from you.
Steve Geltz is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep them in the game here. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate.
And with 2 outs, you want to make sure those guys earn that run. Well, don't let them score on a wild pitch.
And this could be trouble now. It's 3-1.
Well, be careful not to airmail that thing over your catcher's head. You got to make sure you don't overthrow it.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. Lined hard toward right center. That gets down, and the inning will continue. 1 run scores. The throw into second. But he is in there with a 2-run double. Jonathan Scope will stand in. He flew out his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Chop foul at the plate. Strike 1. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Well, you know, the big key to throw on the slider is knowing when to throw it for a strike and then when to try to get a guy to chase out of the zone. Once he gets ahead out there, you know he loves to get you to chase.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. 4 runs here in this half inning. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. He got him. And exhale as he's out of the jam, and the inning is over. Leading off the inning, Shane Victorino, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
1 away. Yunel Escobar stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
Yunel Escobar.
Walker steps into his windup. Here's the first pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. 1 run on 3 hits. 1 error for the Angels so far. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And the first baseman can't get there. And this one's taken by Escobar. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. It's a 5-1 game here in inning number 5. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
Fielder number 6.
Starling Marte.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
The windup and the 0-1. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. A ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
Boy, he is putting on it.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Lindor ranging up the middle. Throw in time, and the side is retired. D. Gordon makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. Got him to swing at a pitch below the knees. 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Right side hit hard. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. Billy Burns gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. First offering on its way. Runners on the move for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. We're in the 6th inning now of a 5-1 ball game. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Softly hit toward the hole. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely. David Peralta steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Now a throw over to first. And late reactions, and they got him. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Victorino giving chase, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning. And he will come across to score on the sacrifice fly as this is now a 6-1 ball game. Yoenis Cespedes will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
And there's ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he comes up empty there on a pitch in the dirt and falls behind now 1-2.
They haven't been afraid of coming right after this guy. They've made him have to swing the bat.
Ready on 1-2. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Leading off the inning as Drupal Cabrera, and they'll need him to get something going here. And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. And he starts him out with a splitter for a called strike.
You know, I can't help but notice how much he's getting ahead of the hitters right now. I'm told he's throwing around 80% first pitch strikes. That's way above average.
Hit to first. Canna is there, and he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out. Jose Bautista comes forward now. A home run in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and he jumped all over a first pitch fastball in that at-bat and just drove it right out of here. So let's see if he's aggressive early in the count once again.
And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Jay Bruce stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Hit hard, but right into the shift. Lindor on the grass. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Back here at Angel Stadium of Anaheim. 7th inning straight ahead with the Braves leading this one. But before we get it started, let's take a look there at the game summary to this point. Francisco Lindor is set to get us started for the late innings of this one. Zach McAllister is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Zach McAllister.
And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Line drive to left. And that's in there, a base hit. So they get the leadoff man on to open up the 7th inning. Salvador Perez steps in after hitting an RBI single his last time around. A swinging bunt to the mound. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out. Yasiel Puig steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the second. Hit sharply toward the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
Up next for Atlanta,
Mark Canha will step in. He doubled home a couple his last time.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Here's a slider to start things out. Looked at for ball 1. Skied into straightaway right. Bruce is there. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. And never much of a chance to even think about scoring there. What a big second out. Jonathan Schoop gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7.
And we'll see here if he can come through. It can be discouraging to see opportunities like this late in a ball game go untapped.
Here comes the 1-0. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Swinging a soft liner. Throw to first is going to be in time, and the Braves rally comes up short as that's out number 3. Leading off the inning, Brandon Moss, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1.
Well, he started off this way, and he continues on. He's throwing first pitch strikes to 80% of the batters he's faced, and we're late in this ball game, and that's why he's on top.
Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the third strikeout of the game.
The catcher,
Carlos Santana digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. Starts things with a splitter outside for ball one. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. Wisely lays off the cut fastball there. It's 2-1. Bases are empty. One man out. To 2-2 now. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Still 2-2. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. And he makes the throw to first. Santana is retired. 2 down now.
Now batting,
Luis Valbuena ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit out towards second. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. D. Gordon comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Victorino coming on, but this will land untouched. The 0-1 on its way. Now a swing and a fly ball. Victorino on the move, and this will wind up a foul ball. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. He pulls this one into right, but this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
left fielder.
At the plate, Billy Burns. He's 1 for 4 for the game. And this is low, ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Digging in once again, David Peralta earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. Ground ball right side. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the 3rd out of the inning. Shane Victorino digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning. First pitch on its way. On the ground up the middle. And that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning. Yunel Escobar digs in. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yunel Escobar.
Walker comes set. Here comes the first pitch. Down the third baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Cespedes is there. 1 out. Starling Marte will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
And this is taken outside for ball 1. Grounded foul toward the coaching box at third. chop foul right at home plate. Here's a look over to first, but he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Runner at first here, one man out. Grounded down the third baseline. Oh, and he fans on it at third. It's down the left field line. As Dribble Cabrera will step in, a ground out victim his last time. Henry Mejia will get the call now as he'll try to get the final 2 outs here and get this one. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way.
Boy, hitting the guy wouldn't exactly be the smoothest way to enter a ball game. He's lucky that one didn't get him.
That's by him for strike one.
Yeah, just really jumping out at that last pitch. He had him thinking fastball, maybe even slider.
And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. In the dirt here. But fortunately here, no advance. Jose Bautista gets another shot, and if you remember, he hit a round tripper back in the fourth. And that swung on and missed for strike one. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. One and two as the changeup had him out in front there. Now the double steal is on here. Hit on the ground to short. Throw on to first. He'll be in time, and a good chance for the Angels goes for naught as the side is. Yoenis Cespedes struggling so far in this one. He'll look to erase his 0 for 4 ball game with a base hit right here.
Oh, man, it's never fun to go over, but let's see if he can find a way to climb out of it.
And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Cespedes will turn for second. And he'll begin this 9th inning with a double. Into the box now, Francisco Lindor. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Victorino moves over, 1 away. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. Stepping into the box, Salvador Perez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway. 1 out and a runner on second base. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swinging a high chopper. Throw gets him, 2 down. Yasiel Puig steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the second. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Marte going back, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. The run scores from second. It's now 7-1. Ready now, Mark Canha. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Drilled right back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. The throw home. And he will get there ahead of the throw to Santana. Safe at the plate. Jonathan Scope steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single.
And that's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy. And it can definitely fire up a team when someone comes through big time with 2 outs.
Marte is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Jay Bruce will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far.
Well, guys, it just hasn't been his day. You know, sometimes cleanup hitters are sort of all-or-nothing type hitters. But hey,
Jose Alvarez will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work. Hank Conger will get up off the bench to lead off the home half of the ninth, and they've certainly got their work cut out for them here, so he'll just need to work on getting aboard. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2. A chance here at least for this guy to get some work in what should be a fairly low-stress appearance.
Yeah, but it seems like these outings are where you relax a little bit too much, you give up 3 runs, and then watch your ERA climb by another point. They'll need to guard against that.
Brandon Moss stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Darnell Sweeney will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Sweeney.
Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw on to first is in time, and the Angels are now down to their final out. Carlos Santana ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that 3rd hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
The 0-1. Chopped at the plate. Perez gonna have to hurry, and they will put the tag on him. They got him, and with that, the ball game is over.
The final line score.